much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Atlanta Falcons. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Set. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. Check.
Freeman again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is right through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
That's Leopard. Leopard. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Mariota steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down, Mariota. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Abdullah. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
First down, Mariota. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A second down run for Abdullah. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Mariota now on second down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's third down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a little 360. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Good.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Here we go now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception here, Mariota flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hurry up, here we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Another a dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Escapes the defender. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Meredith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep up. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And Brandon, This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Room here to run. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marcus Mariota. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Now Mariota. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Abdullah on the counter. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
To throw, Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Touchdown, Detroit. Cameron Meredith, 54 yards. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. To throw here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Now let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Abdullah. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Mariota. And he connects with Ebron. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Back out of that, Philly. Here we go. Set. Green, 39. Green. Gun. Check 37. Watch it now, Barney.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 14 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2nd down, Mariota. To the right and complete to Galladay. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The handoff to Abdullah. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go with Abdullah again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing. Mariota. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mariota here to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll run with Davis, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1.
But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs.